That might seem crazy. It might be genius. It might be crazy. So Hurricane Milton's coming this way. It was a Cat 5. It's today a Cat 4. And of course, we are in an evacuation zone. Not because I live on beachfront property. Not because I have a waterfront view, but because I live in St. Pete, and St. Pete just has a lot of areas that flood. So now we got Milton coming, and they're predicting like 10 to 15 feet for us. So, not good. When Helene hit, it was 7 feet. And what we know is it got into our front yard, but we are one of the few neighbors that didn't even have it get into our garage. So we think we got like maybe a foot. So like if we hit 8-foot surge, we think we might be okay. 9 foot, maybe? 10 feet, I don't know. Oh, and just I guess to let you know kind of what damage this neighborhood got from Helene. We have neighbors who got like 3 feet in their houses. We have the ones right behind us got a foot. Now our house is a little bit higher than everybody else's. Well, this neighborhood was like a very customized neighborhood way back when they built it. And so the neighborhood's not very level, like street by street. Some are higher, some are lower. It'll be 10 houses, like no bueno. And then like us, who are like a corner lot, we're okay. But then across the street, they got in their garage, but behind them, they got across their floor. So it's very highs and lows. But the thing we do know is that St. Pete got 7 feet of storm surge during Helene. And it got probably about halfway up our driveway. So we think if it hits 8 feet, we're still okay for our house, not our neighbors, but for us. We think if it hits 9 feet, maybe not. If it hits 10 feet, like I don't think so. So we're of course starting to board up, or not board up, we board up. We have so we're starting to close up our shutters, and we're trying to do some water mitigating stuff. And this, I don't know if I'm going to even show you guys in this video. It's going to really, this is the parts for me to say to myself, which is, cut this out if this was the worst idea ever. But if it actually maybe did something, and maybe it's worth someone to see, take it for what it's worth. And if you guys want to judge me and think it's crazy what we're doing, that's okay. But it's an idea. So look, sandbags, the whole idea is you want to put sandbags on something that's going to basically create an additional seal on an opening, like doors. So the lowest points in our property for it to get in the house, not the garage, but into the house, is the garage door and the front door. So the front door, it seems like there's like a tiny slope right as it comes here. Now, sandbags, crazy lines to get sandbags. But we're trying to use what we got. And we got a lot of stuff. So we're being a little creative. So let me show you what we're doing. So from the cottage garden project, we still had a few bags of gravel left. We've had tarps, just because we have tarps. And we still had some of these bricks laid left. We also have mulch still left over from our fall garden cleanup for like getting rid of weeds and stuff. So what we're doing is we're kind of creating, well, one, a seal up against the door so the shutters are closed. We got that going on. Put the gravel in the corners, trying to seal up the corners. And then what we're doing is we're kind of just creating a perimeter here. The thought process, I know this might be crazy, is we're gonna put some bags of mulch in here, more up against the door, and then we're just going to take the rest of that pile of mulch, which we want to move anyways because of the storm, and we're just going to put it, you know, in front of the door. That might seem crazy. It might be genius. It might be crazy. So that's what we're doing right now. For the garage door, you might be wondering what we're going to do. And honestly, we're going to be using all this bag soil we had that was getting ready to be used for topping off vegetable beds. But since we have it, we have another tarp. So what we'll do is as we're evacuating, we will put the tarp and then we will throw all these bags of soil in front of that. So this is how the garden is helping. So what we've done so far already is, I guess if you're wondering, Ben's parents evacuated just completely out of the state. They were like, we're just not. So they went to Texas to visit family. So they're doing a 2-for-1, which means that we could take Ben's car, because we're in a flood zone, and we can move it to their house, which they're at 57 feet. So his car is in their garage. They already shuttered up before they left. So his car should be good from all storm surge. It's way far away from any flood zones. So that one should be good. My car and the rest of the family, we go going to my parents' place. Again, it's out of an evacuation zone. It is in the downtown St. Pete area. So it is a high-rise condo, so that's always sketchy. We went through Irma there. I will tell you, my parents, similar to Ben's parents this time, that time they just were like, hey, I'm gonna go do a work thing in Canada. So they left. So when we stayed there for Irma, and that was like Cat 1 or 2 as it was hitting St. Pete. Look, I slept in the closet. It was awful sounding, but we were safe the whole time. So that's where we're gonna go back to. Their place, their garage for their units is 27 feet, so my car will be in there, and then we'll be up in the building so that we can be away from stuff. So that's our plan. So what we did yesterday is we got Ben's car out of here, and we loaded up pretty much everything that's from outside the house, except for a few plants. I got a few more plants, and I've got my seedlings in the back. I'm trying to wait till kind of right at the end, because those aren't gonna take long. You know, trash cans and all that stuff, we'll just pull right in the end and get those secured. So today is all about closing up shutters and getting ready. And hopefully this is a very boring video when I show you what happens post-storm. So we'll check in when I show you the whole place is all locked up and looking like a fortress. You may be thinking, why not bury the door deeper? Well, at a certain point, it's gonna get in the windows. So we're going to the height of the windows and just going, well, if it gets in those, I don't know what else we're gonna do. Okay, well, we're done preparing for it. Milton's shifted a little bit further south, and then this morning they shifted it a little bit back north. And the thing is if any of that eye hits the bay, we're getting flood in this neighborhood probably. So that's our ingenious way. Who needs sandbags when you got garden soil? I don't know what else to say. We've done our best. That's all you can do. And now we're heading out. We've got like an hour, and the tropical storm force winds are here. So I'll get you guys updated probably on the other side, or maybe in the middle, who knows, we'll see.